Hello everyone, this is Janice with cricketology.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you a stair-step card that I learned how to make from Logan's Crafty Mama. I used the Give a Hoot cartridge, and this is what it looks like. I need to back up a little bit and show you. It's a little scene. And I got, like I said, I used the Give a Hoot for everything, except for this is from Fabulous Finds, and then I used the sentiment from Go Green from Pink by Design. Okay, so let's get started. Let me show you how she showed how to do this. She did such a great job. Let's see how well I do at this. Like I said, it's Logan's Crafty Mama. You can check out her blog or her YouTube channel. She's awesome. Okay, so what I did was I cut a I took an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock and I cut it down to 5 inches wide, okay? And then I cut off a 1/2 inch off, so it's 10.5 by 5 inches. Then I started scoring. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can use your paper trimmer. You just, you know, put it, instead of cutting, you just use your bone folder and you just go along the groove carefully but with even pressure without going through the paper. And so what I did was I scored it first at 1 1/4, then here at 2 1/2, then here at 4 1/4, 6 inches, and then the last one is at 8 1/4. Okay, and then what you do is this one right here, this is going to be the back flap. This one right here, okay? So this one has to go to the back because that's what's going to hold up your whole scene. So you want to go ahead and give it a nice crease, and then you just accordion fold it. Okay. Simple as can be. Okay. And then I use the Give a Hoot cartridge again. It's kind of one of my favorites. I just love all the little characters. And this is a envelope from Walmart, and this is what the box looks like. Okay, it's in the stationery department, and the envelopes are 4 3/4 by 6 inches, which gives you more room than a standard 8-2 size envelope, which I like. Because sometimes, you know, things are kind of big. So this fits perfectly. Okay, so what I did was I used it as a guide, you see. So as long as I stay within that envelope, it's going to be good. Now it's very thick, and I even added brads. I'm not going to mail this. I'm going to hand deliver this to somebody, or maybe I'll mail it in a puffy envelope to my mom or something with some other little things in it. She would like this card. My mom likes little critters and stuff like I do. Okay, so let's go ahead and build this thing because it is really simple. It's just kind of, the whole thing is cutting all the pieces out. That's it. Alright, so I got some green paper for the grass, and I wanted it to have some pattern to it. So I took this dollar stamp from Michael's, and I used the Peel Paint Distress ink, and I just, you know, created a polka dot just to give it some more interest. And then I went with this warm green color box, chalk ink, and I just went around the edges. Of course, I could have used, you know, the peeled paint, but I've got all of these, and I need to use them up because they are drying up. I've had them for years. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece, which measures, you do three pieces for the grass, or for, you know, whatever you want. Yours might not be a nature scene. Just do whatever you like. There's 3 of them, okay? So they go like that. So every other strip. And the first one is cut at 4 3/4 wide by 1 inch. And the next one is 4 1/4 by 1 1/2 inch. And the last one is 4 3/4 by 2 inches. So they're all 4 1/4 inches wide, and then they just 1 inch, 1 1/2 inch, and 2 inches high. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that together. my ETG gun. And just glue these guys down. If you're watching this on Facebook and you want to come to my card class, please let me know. I would love to have you. I make it pretty simple if you're a beginner and you've never done any paper crafting or scrapbooking. It's a great way to use, you know, how to use tools and things. I do a lot of tips and tricks and things like that. And I, you know, just keep it really, really simple. And I provide a kit and we put it together. And I usually, the last couple I've been doing 2 kits. Okay, so if you want to come, let me know. Love to have you. Okay, so then I cut out these little trees from Give a Hoot. And they're going to go right here. And they're 3 inches tall. And again, we want to make sure that it's going to fit inside the envelope. So one is going to go on one side, and the other is going to go here. And I'm going to come down a little bit and just do glue, just, you know, the part that's going to go on paper. So make sure that you realize you don't have to do glue all on the back. Okay. So that'll go here. And here. Okay, and then I got some glue. So once that dries, it'll be okay. It's a little messy. Okay, and then I got the little bunny peeking from behind the tree. So cute. I just love him. I love this cartridge. Okay, and then that's going to go in the front there. Again, don't need a lot. This is the Tombow Mono Aqua liquid glue. I'm enjoying using it. And he's going to peek right there. Let's see. Okay. And then the little sentiment. I cut the little tag from also from this cartridge. It has little tags. And I used the same sentiment from Go Green. You're Terrific. And I just added a little bit of Martha Stewart twine there. And then I have these little flowers that I cut out with this Creative Memory Maker. You can't really see the thingies, but it's a flower and a frog and a fish and a butterfly. So I'm going to let the ladies, you know, choose how they want to accent. And so we're just going to put the little flowers on here in such a way that you can see them when it's standing up. So I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to put 2 in this corner. I'm just going to scatter 5 of them around, kind of in like a Z pattern, so that your eye can follow, you know, from left to right and then back over here. And then, you know, we can embellish the center of these with some bling or liquid pearls or whatever you like to use. And I think I'm going to put this one over here. Okay, and so there's my card. And then when it closes up, it looks like this. It goes in the envelope, and then it opens up like that. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you give it a try. It's really a lot of fun and pretty simple. Thanks for watching. Bye.